We are opening a game store and we have to get this open in 17 days. And let's just do like a quick pan. So this is what it looks like. It looks terrible right now. We have a mess everywhere. The walls gonna get painted, but I wanna go over the game plan because that's what we have to do right now, because we have 17 days to do this and it's a lot to get done in a short amount of time. So I took the Ryan Trahan or Caleb route and I wrote down a game plan so that we can check this off. So first thing we're doing, we gotta get the walls painted. The walls, this wall just got put up. It needs to be painted. It'll be the gray color. I don't remember what it's called. Here's a Pantone right here, what it looks like. Cover windows. This wall over here, we will have plywood over it and then we will have slat wall over it. So first off, we gotta get the plywood up. Second one, so we have to paint the plywood. I also gotta buy the slat wall, but that's super boring, so we're not gonna include that in the video. We have slat wall going on that wall and slat wall going on this wall. That's gonna take some time. It's gonna be heavy. Carpet. This floor is terrible. I don't love it, so I bought peel and stick carpet for high traffics. Assemble display cases. So this pallet over here, we have 11 display cases. The nice thing is the tall one, the big tall one, is already assembled. It just needs to be put up, and then we might have to buy locks or something. I don't know. We gotta get those. And consignment cases. So we are doing the consignment cases. We've talked about that in the announcement video that we're opening a game store, but we have 14 of them and only one of them is assembled. So we need to assemble that. Over here, we have our Kmart kiosk, Xbox, GameCube, PS2. We need to set it up. Probably needs a nice little deep clean as well, but there's some wires underneath it that I don't really know how they work. So we need to figure that out because I don't know how these reset buttons work. So paint countertop. We have our beautiful countertop. It is massive, heavy, beautiful. I have a vision of how this is going to look, but we have to paint it because right now I want to get rid of the blue. Again, I'll put like a little image over here of what I want it to look like. I found an image from a mall when they were selling or showing off the NES or something. I want it to look like that. Setup checkout, which kind of goes along with this. Freestanding slat wall, that's the next thing on here. So behind our normal display cases, we should have some freestanding slat wall. That will be on one side to display stuff behind the glass cases, but on the other side, we will have things like beautiful new controllers from XYAB. Absolutely love these, absolutely beautiful. But we need a place to put those. That's where we've designated those. Put up signs. Currently, on the outside of our building, we have no sign, so no one knows what this is. I got a quote from Retro Beard, shout out to him. He said he can actually make a 6-foot one. Previously it was 4 foot, but he said he can do 6 foot. He's looking into seeing if it will be okay outside. He's concerned about the UV protection, so he's checking into that. So we'll have a 6 foot that goes there and then a 4 foot that goes on the wall, but we need to put them up, and putting them up outside is not the safest thing to do, so we gotta figure that out. And then window coverings. As you can see, we have a beautiful tarp. We're getting our windows covered with graphic. I'm working on that right now. It will be expensive. We will have a full breakdown video of what this ended up costing to move, build game store, run a business in the back, all the expenses that's come from all of that soon. But we're gonna cover these 14 panels, and they're very tall windows. If I was gonna have someone design it, it was gonna be $1,000, but I'm just gonna do it because I have a degree in this. The window coverings is gonna be like $2,000, $2,500, and then we have to install it. And that's it. That's theoretically all we have to do to open a game store. Obviously that doesn't include pricing games, putting games out, things like that, but we're already working on that. So the last thing is to open, which will be March 3rd. We are now 14 days away. It is Monday. Originally, when I was going to record this clip, nothing had been done. But the good news is the walls are actually done. So you can see the walls are painted. They're this nice new gray color, which looks really nice. Over here, we have my nephew Connor. He is prepping the floor so that we can start getting the carpet down. It is the most boring gray carpet I've ever seen, but it was cheap and it looks way better than this terribly ugly floor and will be a lot cleaner. And I think the plan is to get like a RoboVac to vacuum the front. So, but it'll look a lot better than some of the spots like this and all of this. That is the next project that's commencing, and hopefully He told me he's gonna get this done by tomorrow, no problem. End of day tomorrow. Now that the walls are painted, the walls up, we can really start making progress up here. So I have a little bit of an update. We can throw up a time lapse of Mike. He did a really good job of installing that last night. They both have been kicking butt getting that installed. This is day 5 of 17, so we are opening in 12 days. We're starting to get a little stressed, but we're working on a lot of other projects at the exact same time. So the windows, I have the graphic done. Now it's a matter of getting it ordered and also exported. I have a pretty solid computer and I think it's been exporting for like 2 hours at this point. So it's a big file. Working on that. Here, I'll pull up the sign. All right, so paint is 100% done. Cover windows with plywood. We're actually probably going to end up doing that a little bit later. Just time-wise, the person that's supposed to help me with that doesn't have availability right now. Flat wall, we're probably going to start working on that pretty soon. Carpet is 3/4 of the way done. Assemble display cases. We got one more put up last night. That's probably going to be something we prioritize tomorrow. Fix kiosk. We'll get to that. Paint countertop. That may not get done right now. Everything else is kind of a little bit later. I did put in an order for our sign. I don't know that the signs will be here for our soft opening, unfortunately, just because of the snowstorm. And shout out to Retro Beard for making it. He dealt with the snowstorm as well, and then he's like gone for a trip, so may not have that done. But we have one of our 14 things completely done, almost 2 fully. It is Saturday. I and Q are the only ones here. I'll give you guys a little bit of an update. We are 9 days from opening and things are going. We're getting stuff placed right when you walk in. Checkout counter. I did realize we're gonna have to scoot it over just a little bit. That's something we can deal with next week. And over here, we have our nice, beautiful display case with one singular graded game. And then we have all the consignment cases. We have 8 of them over here. And then over here, we have the trade-in counter. It's looking dirty, but it's in the right spot. TV that's gonna go on the wall. Countertop that's gonna go above the Craftsman's. We have some additional display cases. These are the split ones. So these are 90 a pop. 9 times 6 is 540 a month. That's gonna be great. We should have 3 more of the regular size ones, but this is not all set up. This is gonna be one of my projects today, is to start tackling some of this area. This is all trash. These are the display cases that still need to be built. And then we have our cinder block collection. We're gonna be selling cinder blocks in the store. I'm just kidding. Those are actually over here. Gonna be to raise them up, and we're gonna build a platform. That's what the white MDF is right there. That'll go in front of the cinder blocks to hide it. We're gonna paint it black, but it's gonna make this look way better. Gonna raise them up so that people aren't having to get on their hands and knees basically to see the bottom shelf. This magazine rack, the plan is to paint that white. We'll see if that gets done by the time we open. Probably not. And then we have slat wall. We are starting to get that put up. We got one piece up and then there's one behind it. This is one of the downsides of us building the store, is like you're always learning new things. And something I learned is the way we are doing our shelves. I very much hate the wire shelves. So we are building our own because I'm a psychopath. I'm telling you, the money is just flying out the doors right now. But because we're doing that, one of my friends, shout out to Retro Game Rescue, one of the best stores in St. Louis, he said that the weight of the shelves, the way we're doing it, is going to be really heavy. So we need these aluminum inserts every 3 slats, and it only covers half of the slat wall. We did the math, and we had to buy 130 of these aluminum slats at $5.90 a piece, something like that. That's a lot of money. That's $1 bajillion. So we are super broke. But no, we're getting there. They are very difficult to get in. We're having to use a hammer and a piece of metal to get it in. That's kind of the main updates. Today's just going to be me working on stuff, getting it more organized so that we can start actually making this look like a game store in the next 9 days because we open. I didn't do the checklist, so let's do that real quick. The floors are finally done. We do have one spot that needs fixed, but let's see. Paint countertop is done. Set up checkout counter. We are getting there. It's in the right spot. But window coverings, none of that's done. Assemble consignment cases. All of them we currently have been built. So we are at 4 out of 14. Here's the Sunday update. Yesterday, I got a whole lot done. Looking good. We're getting stuff moved around. A lot to still get done today and the rest of the week. All right, this was a huge mess. You can see the floor is still pretty dirty, but this was not usable. But we got all of these over here. And by we, I am the one that actually did this for once. So yes, I can actually move heavy things. But we got 5 there, 1 over there. We may try and see if we can get 1 more over here. I tried to space them out. It's just not a ton of space. And maybe we'll just get rid of 1 entirely. I did mess up the carpet there. A lot more usable, so we can actually start getting display cases in here. And then we have this gondola. This is gonna be for plush. It was broken, but I spent some time yesterday and got it all fixed. It's still like, I think a little wobbly, but I think once you start putting stuff on there, it'll do better. I cleaned this up a little bit. It was very dusty, but that's looking a little bit better. This, I did not mess with at all yesterday. I did get this moved over here. That's kind of the main things. I did a lot of cleanup over here. That's gonna be the main thing I work on today. I didn't mess with these. That might be something I try and work on a little bit later. Get these up on the cinder blocks. I took a little bit of a break, but I'll show you all kind of what I'm doing right now. We have the consignment cases and I am putting them on bricks so that the bottom shelf is basically not on the floor. The one thing that I did not account for is the cinder blocks are longer than the cases deep. I'm not sure what we're gonna do to make this look good in the long run, but I'm gonna see if I can figure out if I can lift this onto a cinder block by myself or if I'm going to break a display case. I did not break it, so that's good. So this is what I was talking about. It's just off by like, I don't know, like an inch. One idea I had was to actually trim the cinder block, but that sounds miserable and I don't think anyone wants to do that. And I don't know that it makes sense time-wise. These cases look great at this height. Don't think it would be responsible of me to try to lift the rest of these by myself because this one already had all the shelves taken out of it. It is Wednesday. It is the end of the day. I am the only one here now. I have a lot to update you all on because I've not been doing these daily updates. We're grooving. It's a disaster, but we're grooving. It's looking better, but there's a lot going on. Hopefully these will be going down soon. So come in. Checkout counter is here. Got all of this ranged. This is our main display. But then over here, we have all of the consignment cases. They're looking pretty good. And you can see we do have a vendor. Shout out to Eric. I did a video with him a couple months ago. Over here, we have our display cases up. They all look beautiful. They need to be wiped down with some Windex, but this is how big this is gonna be. Huge display. Then we have consignment cases over here. I think we did some measuring today. So we have 3 over here. We have 2 more that have to go over here, but I think we're actually gonna get rid of this, which was kind of the plan. We're gonna do consignment cases the whole way. It's gonna be beautiful. Got lots of space, but I do wanna highlight this one. This is Brett's case. Look at this, horror guy. He's got lots of cool stuff. Got some Pokemon in there. Keychains. So everything that is sold on this case goes to his nonprofit. But we got those going. Everyone's gonna start coming in the next couple of days. A lot of people are mailing stuff to us, so we're gonna get that set up. And this is what I'm talking about. Look at the floor. This is a disaster, but that will get cleaned up soon. But we have 1 more consignment case here, 1 more here, and we have 2 more to assemble, and there's 1 more at the house. But the big update is we have our slat wall up, so we can finally start putting games up. This should be Xbox and miscellaneous games over here. So Sega, Atari. I might actually swap it around and put Xbox here and Atari over there. I'm not sure. We're gonna play with it a little bit. We're gonna figure it out because I think theoretically over here she's gonna get the most traffic. As what we're gonna do is we're actually gonna have another full U here, but we're gonna have slat wall all along this wall. That's where gonna be Nintendo and PlayStation. We still have a lot to do, but we're getting there. It's not gonna be perfect when we open. but we're doing the best we can. Hopefully the next update is even more awesome. This is a little bit of news that happened yesterday. We were moving some stuff. One of the guys moved this thing and we broke the glass. Glass people are already here. So shout out to Benswanger Glass, which is weirdly right across the street from us. So came over, got us a quote yesterday, and they're already here to replace it. It was almost $1,000. So do not love that, but it gives me an idea of what it's going to cost if that ever happens again. But our window graphics are going to be here on Monday, so I went ahead and got it fixed. So what time is it? I don't know. 8:06 on Friday. We got Ned over here who's now pretending to work. We are starting to actually get games on the shelf. We got Wii going up. He is going to pretend to be helpful. Arch nemesis right here. Hated this guy for many years, but apparently he showed up to help. Why is it sideways? No, we don't do videos vertical. It is Sunday now, and everyone is exhausted. I think everyone is ready to go home and go to sleep, but it is only 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so that's how tired we are. But we're grinding out some stuff. Show you all what we're doing. We got Justin over here. Woo! That's nice and pretty. What are you working on? You're working on some strategy guides. Charles over here, stickering a bunch of games that he's worked on. Some stuff that he's had for probably a week or so. Trying to get those in. Nice little box of goodies down there he's working on. Get those in the store. We got Kirsten over here. She's grinding out. These are going to be like our clearance games. These are games that have like some condition issues. She's knocking those out. Oh, see? What is wrong with this? What the heck, Brett? What's wrong with this one? Tell me what's wrong with this one. It's got a little condition issues on the back, but...
Oh, this is the one where it was taped to a case. There wasn't a plastic.
With no plastic.
Yeah, it was taped, so there's like...
Okay. So the artwork's just kind of messed up.
So
Yeah, it's...
He tried to catch you lacking.
That's kind of what's going on back here. And then the front's looking good. I'll show you all kind of a full thing in a little bit. But we got a hole in the ceiling right here. We're trying to run cable, put speakers in the ceiling. We got 8 of those, trying to get some tunes going down here. Register is a mess right now. Just needs everything taken off of it. We got Pokemon over here. You can see there's stuff kind of still everywhere. I feel like probably won't show too much more of this. And then over here, got a lot done. These cases are all empty, but we got a game wall here. This is the PlayStation section. We have the God of War kiosk, Xbox section, everything else. And then we have Nintendo over here. It's looking a little empty, but we have a lot of Wii and none of that's faced out. And then we have vendor cases and they are looking good. We have one of the vendors filling right now. He's got some really good stuff in here. What are some of the best things in here?
We got these 3D printed Switch things for $5.
That's the bangers that people are watching for. Yeah, I see Twilight Princess.
Chrono Trigger.
Got some Pokemon.
We're going to go grab some NES stuff out of the car.
Cool. Looks good. So got these two empty. Our case, that's going to have like some of our really expensive games, but also consoles, like nicer consoles will go in there. That's kind of the update that I have for right now. Big team effort right now. Everyone just trying to get stuff done. Everyone is tired, but we open tomorrow and I will probably show you all some more later tonight. All right, what time is it? It is 7:54. Is that what I read?
It's 9:15.
Oh, 7:15, but it's actually 9:15. All right, 9:15. We are getting delirious, even though it's not late. I think everyone's just tired because no one's gone to sleep this entire week. But we got my nephew, and he's a big Pokemon guy. He's not at all, actually. But we are going to do our first transaction. So $5.99, Paldea Evolved. Do you think he's going to get anything good? Comment below. All right, $6.57. No change. It did not pop the cash register open. How do I open it? Oh, I went the wrong direction. All right. No. Who?
It wouldn't open. I got sweaty hands. Tandemoose. Kyoto. Primeape. Misamagus.
You might actually have something.
Phalanx. And then Electrode.
Ah.
Tough.
Hollow. Well, There's our first sale. We got our first dollar. We're $1 million richer now. Well, this is definitely the latest I have ever recorded a video for the channel. It is 1:40 a.m. I'm about to go home. I'm not quite there. I'm about to go home. I'm the only one here left, but we have a few hurdles we've run into. I think there's only one that I have not figured out a solution for, and I don't think there's going to be a fix. Thankfully, Amazon has quick delivery. I cannot get the receipt printer to work. I could only get one to work, but we have a backup printer that should arrive 7 to 11 tomorrow. So hopefully it's closer to 7 than 11. But we got one working, so that is good. We have our checklist. I don't have a Sharpie. Oh, ask and the world delivers. There is a Sharpie right here. So things that we're supposed to do. Cover windows with plywood. Dunzo. Paint plywood. Dunzo. Put up slat wall. Super done. Assemble display cases. That's been done for a couple days. Fix kiosk. Did not happen. And that's okay. That was a little bit more of a wish list. Set up checkout. It is. We can go without a label maker. Build freestanding slat walls. I am walking around with no shoes on. That's kind of where I'm at this point. Put up signs. They're not going to get done in time for the video. Put up window coverings. Those get delivered Tuesday. And then open. I wish we had more stuff out on the shelf, but we're getting there. This is a soft open. This is not a grand open. We have a ton of stuff at the house. I have not pulled anything from collection to my knowledge. There might be a few things. I think I saw a Fortnite controller. We're here. I'm gonna go home, go to sleep, and then I should get here around 8, and we will open it in 2 hours. I'll see you in the morning. Well, it's Monday. It's 9:30. We open in 30 minutes. It's kind of crazy. It's a little crazy in there right now. In this video, and at the end of this video, and in the next video, we have opened a video game store. It's kind of crazy. Trying not to get emotional, but we did it. My wife wrote me a really nice note this morning, and she said that 5 years ago this wasn't even a thought, and here we are. So we are opening in 30 minutes. And today is probably going to be a chaotic day. The next video is going to be chaotic, but it is hopefully going to be awesome and good. And hopefully this is the beginning of something new. The tarps are going to come down in a few minutes. Look forward to the video of me telling you all how much we spent, because it is a ridiculous amount. It was probably at least 2 times more than I expected. So we did it. We got everyone. We hyped. We're gonna tear the tarp down. We're gonna get everything going. Carefully, of course. Carefully. Let's go. The cars are pulling in. All right, get in here. How's it going?
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you.
I brought you some stuff.
Yeah? You brought me stuff?
I did. Here you go.
Oh, that's so cool.
Oh, it's nice in here.
Look at that. We got Mikey. It looks incredible. I appreciate it, dude.
It looks so good.
Hi.
Congrats. I texted Shannon. I was like, I'm crying in my car right now.
Hey.
Love me. Congrats, brother.
Thanks.
I love it. You okay? Did you sleep at all?
I went to bed at 3. It's not perfect yet, but it's a soft open. So.
Oh, 10 minutes?
What's your first impression?
Good.
I'm immediately putting it right in your face.
Good so far. Worth
Yeah.
the 3-hour drive.
I appreciate it. We're getting it as full as possible. The problem is we've been concentrating on getting it set up and not so much getting items on the shelf. But
Are you gonna put the consoles in there?
yes, that was part of our. I was like, this can wait. It's a little bit.
The Walmart ones where the TV was like so high.
Yes.
I guess if I was a kid, it would be perfect.
Yep.